Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Morbidthotz video. So in the last couple tutorial videos, if you want to call them that, we went over LNT walls, went over basic pallet looping, keeping your corners tight, went over jungle gyms, and then shack. I would say the first video is definitely more geared towards beginners. The second video is geared more towards, like, once you learn that, then you can, start doing this and you'll be effective in this. So it's more towards the intermediate. This one's going to be on the advanced side. Okay, so today I'm going to be teaching you what to do when you're in dead area. Okay, so what is dead area? There's no pallets or no vaults. That's basically what dead area is. There's nothing to help you with the chase. You're basically having to come up with innovative ways to juke the killer, innovative ways to hide from the killer, to structure juke them, things which we went over structure juking before, so I won't do that today. There's a lot of effective ways to do so, and we're going to be going over that in this video, and we're even going to be learning how to 360. I know. Let's get right into it. Okay, so if you guys watched my funny moments video, you've seen this clip very recently. This is me in dead area. There's a part of Auto Haven, as you guys I'm sure have noticed by now. There's a part of Auto Haven that really has nothing. There's usually like one pallet, but I think somebody already dropped the one or the two pallets that spawn over here. So I have nothing to work with. Okay, so now we're going to take a serious look at this video as opposed to a laughing video. So we're going to go ahead and watch this clip, and we're going to watch it all the way through, and I'm going to explain to you how I'm using the killer's momentum, and watch how, look how tight I'm staying to these corners. So there's nothing here, there's no pallets. He doubles back, I kind of comb back around. I'm so tight that he thinks he can get a hit, but he cannot. See, okay, so he starts to swing and I juke him there. Alright, now I'm just kind of all over the place. I'm playing mind games with him. See how I'm using his momentum to get him to swing. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that here in a second. But look how effective. I have no resources out here. None. But the guy cannot hit me. I mean, he absolutely cannot hit me whatsoever. And someone draws the aggro, and I'm pretty much out of there at this point. Okay, first things first. I'm going to say it. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. Keep tight. Keep tight to structures. These killers will always... Look at him. He swings. A lot of them do this. A lot of them think they can get away with it because most survivors don't keep this tight. If you could practice your tightness, you will be great at this game. Okay. Take a look at this picture. What do you guys notice? He's right-handed. Every single killer in this game is right-handed. Well, why does that matter? Let me tell you why. Okay? I don't know why I haven't heard anybody say this, but the hitbox will start from his top right and end at his left hip. About on every single killer, just about. Okay, so that means you're gonna have more efficiency once he gets through his swing a little bit. His right side is the safe side. So you want to juke. You want to get his momentum going left and then coming to the right. If he's already started his swing, like you'll see right here, okay, and I will slow this down. Okay, so he starts his swing, and I dip off to the right because I know that's not where the hitbox is. Look where his swing is ending up every single time. It's going to end up over to the left side of him, his left hip. It'll always be where it ends up. So I always find it more efficient to juke to the killer's right side. Okay, so I call this one the butt juke. This is very, very nice. I know a lot of people like the 360s. I don't find that to be most efficient. This one works well for me all the time. See how I give him a little back and forth fake, and then I try to get under his butt. Now, he's used to me going to the right. Now I'm going to go to the left, okay? And then once he sees me, once he makes eye contact with me and that red light is on me, I book it out of there and try to create distance, and that actually baits the swing. So now not only does he have to take the time to try to find me, once he does find me, he gets so excited that he does find me, he actually swings, but I've already created that distance. And then now I have extra time to make a move here. You know what I mean? And get into the next juke, maybe get to the next pallet, and that's really all what it's about right there. Okay, this is the last part of the chase, and then we'll get into some different stuff, or I'll kind of show you how effective it can be. So basically what this is, now this is an easy kind of 360, okay? As you see, I spin all the way around, and all it is rotating my stick counterclockwise. So, you fake a little bit. Always go to the opposite side that you faked last. So if you fake right, you want to go left. If you faked left last, then you want to go back to the right. You're trying to get that momentum. You're trying to go the opposite way that the killer is swinging. And all you do is just rotate your stick. It's pretty simple. There are more complicated and more effective 360s, but this one works for me a lot. But it's all set up based off of the fake. Okay, now there's a lot that happens in this clip. Okay, so let me explain it before we actually watch it. Okay, so first things first, I keep corners tight, just like we did in the last one. I keep my corners tight around a structure in what's considered dead area. I bait the swing on Freddy because I'm keeping super tight. He's gonna miss. I use his miss, his cooldown, and that that miss to get distance to the next structure. And so, as you see, I'll be working my way through the map, and then I actually bait him with a little bit more of a crispy 360. Okay, so here I am. I'm staying tight, staying tight, staying tight, staying tight. He's going to swing right here. He misses. I use that to get distance to the next one, and I set up my 360. So I fake left, and I 360 right. See how that one looked a little bit more crispy, a little more spicy? But that's because against a Freddy who has a longer reach, you have to make it a little bit more crispy, and you have to know these things. He has to be the longest reach in the game, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so he misses right here, and we're going to slow this down, so don't worry about this. The only difference between this 360 and the other 360s is one thing. You're rotating the stick clockwise because I went the opposite way of where I juked last. But you're also going to push your right stick to the opposite side. So if you're going clockwise, you're going to be pushing it to the left. If you're going counterclockwise, you're going to be pushing it to the right. Now don't push it all the way. Just do it kind of slightly. You can push it a little bit fast, and you'll do a little bit faster, but you're not getting as wide of a swing. Against certain killers, that's fine, but you'll kind of get the timing. It'll take you some time, but that's basically how you do a crispy 360. Okay, now that we know what to do kind of as far as juking and stuff like that, you have a couple things that you can practice, a couple things in your arsenal now. What can you do with certain structures? Now, this is one of my personal favorites because it makes the killer look silly. Any opportunity I get to make the killer look silly is fine by me, especially since I get tunneled and camped a lot, you know, so, but whatever, it is what it is. Anyway, so this is what I call the crevice juke. Okay, and I call it a crevice juke because there's like a little hole that you can hide, but it has to be. You see how tall this structure is? I'm gonna go ahead and run the clip so you guys can understand. So the first things first. This will not work if the structure isn't at least as tall as you in certain areas. Right when you duck in, you see how he didn't even see me? Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is you have to lead your scratch marks all the way around because he can't see you. So the only indicator of where you go is going to be your scratch marks. Okay, if your scratch marks stop abruptly, he's going to know that you went or did something very different, very fishy. Okay, so you don't want him to be onto you. So you lead your scratch marks all the way around, make sure that you know he can't see you, and then you tuck in and you get the hell out of there. Okay, guys, I just wanted to show you another example of the crevice juke. Just one more time, just to show you guys that it works, especially like on Auto Haven. See these tires right here where it's at least as tall as me. I lead my scratch marks all the way around. It doesn't matter that I don't have iron will. It doesn't matter that I'm injured, because even if I was in the chase, he'd be able to hear me crying or yelping for pain or whatever anyway. So the only thing that he can hear me crying, but he can hear me crying as I'm running. So he doesn't know exactly where I'm at. He just hears the sound cue. You don't need iron will to pull this off. You don't need anything. Especially if you're injured. If you're not injured, then you don't have to worry about it to begin with. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope that in some way that I could help. You know, as I've said before, I know what it was like starting out, man, and no one really explained to me the very specifics and the intricacy of looping. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to give back to the community. You know, I've been playing this game for 8 months straight, where I really haven't taken a break. I've been obsessed. You know, so I just wanted to give back to the community a little bit. I play with a lot of newer players. I see a lot of newer players post on there. So, you know, anything I could do to help, you know, I even run, you know, little training sessions with a couple of my friends or people that I don't know, you know, just to kind of help them understand a little bit more. But anyway, I hope it helped. But I did want to say one thing. I actually do have a tournament coming up this weekend, okay? Well, today is the 19th, so it's going to be January 23rd. It's going to start, I think the first match is 11 a.m. Eastern time, so 8 a.m. Pacific time. So I'm going to probably start my stream around 9, maybe 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern. If you guys want to go ahead and tune in, it's going to be pretty sick. It's a Blood Points tournament. We've been looking forward to it. My team is ready to go. We are solid. It should be a good time. You know what I mean? So if you guys get the opportunity, man, I really appreciate y'all tuning in. You can kind of see all of these things kind of put into play, and then some, you know what I mean, as well as flashlight saves and specific map loops, which is probably what the next video will be on. You know, Cow Tree, you know, the Red Barn at Coldwind. You know, there's a place on Haddonfield I can show you guys how to loop, or you just drop a comment if you guys want something specific, something you want to learn. Maybe you're struggling getting people off the hook in a face camping situation, whatever it is. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.